Hello, my name is Etcha. Welcome back to our Minecraft mod review. Today we're checking out Nico's magic spells. This adds in a bunch of spells that you can use to, of course, cast magic. The first thing that we're going to check out, though, isn't going to be a spell. It's going to be this house right behind me, because this is added with the mod. So let's go over here and see what's in here. It seems like it's just, it has a toolsmith in here for some reason. Thought it'd at least be a priest. Actually, oh hey, there's a, I think that's a librarian? A bookkeeper. Oh, yeah, okay. Hold on, I'm gonna get some lapis real quick and trade with you, see what your trades are. So you can trade in 2 written books for emeralds, and 4 emeralds for 1 guidebook. So this guy has the guidebook. And we have, okay, cave wolf. So it's I have no clue what all this is. I do know a little bit about this mod because I had to look stuff up, but I guess this is just about how to tame the wolf. And I'm good. You can't trade in the books. Lame. But in this chest it has impaling, so that's pretty cool. And there's some cool enough stuff in here. Okay, well, that's where you find that guy. Good to know. Okay, let's stop being around the bush. Let's actually get into the magic. So in order to get, so there's magic books. So there's guidebook, learning book of keeping. So learning book of bookkeeping doesn't do anything. Learning book of scroll write doesn't do anything. And it's sealed virtuous. Oh, that does something. Interesting. So does that attack mobs? It does. How many times can you activate this book? You can only activate it once. Okay, can you at least stack this book? Because if you can stack it, then it's worth it. You can indeed stack it. A pretty cool gimmick. Wait. It attacks me? Okay, I did not know it attacks you. That is... Honestly, I wasn't expecting that. Okay, there's wands. There's a quartz wand, golden wand, amethyst wand, and diamond wand. They all do the same damage in terms of attacks. So this pig will die in like 3 hits. The scrolls are where it's at. We're gonna start with the fire blast scroll. You need to put the scroll into your hotbar, into your offhand. And now, you charge it up, and now you can use the scroll. And that's a pretty large blast, I'm not gonna lie. Let's try it on this house. This scroll does damage, man. But you're not going to be able to get it immediately. I will show you how to craft scrolls in a second, but I just want to test out a couple scrolls. Let's do Fire Blast. Oh yeah, that's really cool. This cow is gonna die. These are so powerful. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Scroll of Strength 2. This might actually be kind of useful. It gives you Strength 2 for 10 minutes? Dude, that is long. You can't, like, right-click it into your hand. So you're gonna have to, like, do some... So you're gonna have to, like, mess around with it a bit. I really like the fire scrolls. But of course, there is plenty of scrolls. So acceleration should just be speed. Yep, speed. And jump boost. These scrolls are pretty damn good. Okay, I want to see how much, if you need to like reuse them. Okay, so they are a resource indeed. So be warned that they will be used up. But when they are, it's very powerful. Alright. I'm gonna show you how to craft them real quick. So you need the magic spells table. This will be placed on the ground. It will tell you must have an amethyst shard in your hand to activate the magic spells table. Once you get an amethyst shard, you can then use it on here. And now it is activated. And now you can use it as a crafting table. And craft all these spells. If you want to craft Fire Burst, then it's gonna require you to have what the hell is this thing? Ember Quill. I need to figure out how to craft Ember Quills. Give me a second. Real quick, I need to show you guys how to craft the wands and the table. In order to craft the table, you'll need 1 amethyst cluster, 1 paper, 1 arcane quill, 2 blocks of amethyst, a carpet, and 3 blocks of quartz. To craft the wands, you are going to need 1 stick, 2 lapis, and 2 of whatever type of wand that you want to create. Also, I don't know if this is base game, but you can craft a magma cream with just a blaze powder and slime ball. And you can craft a fire charge with a blaze powder, a gunpowder, and a coal. I don't really know if that's normal, but looks pretty cool. Alright, I figured out how to get the quills. You will need to spawn in or find a scroll right. You will need to find this villager. He trades in quills for emeralds. So you're going to need a lot of emeralds in order to get this done. The virtuous flying book is the thing that I spawn, and the bookkeeper is the bookkeeper. So yeah, you are going to need to find the scroll right. If you don't find him, then you're kinda boned. I will need to go find the scroll right before I can move on, because if we don't find the scroll right, then the rest of this mod is like inaccessible. So I will be right back. Alright, I have found the scroll right. He lives in this house. It's apparently a little bit rare because his house spawn has been a little bit more decreased. He has one of the amethyst shard tables too. So you can just start trading with him and get directly to work. And it's also right next to a village too. I wonder if there's a correlation between that. I wonder if he spawns near villages more often. So just look around, look for more villages. There's also a ceiling bookmark, which I have no clue what it does. And I don't really care at all what it does. Now that we know how to make these things, let's go ahead and start using more scrolls. So the scroll of hoarding, what does this do? It does something to me? I don't know what this does. Okay, what about weaving webs? You can shoot out a bunch of webs. That's pretty nice. Flourishing, what does this do? Shoot at the sheep. Oh, it plants a lot of grass. It's pretty cool. I don't know if there's that many more important scrolls to check out. I think Summon Iron Golem might be the most interesting one here, because it actively summons my Iron Golems. Okay, there's one for summoning a Snow Golem, there's one for summoning a Slime, summoning a Skeleton, there's one for summoning a Wither Skeleton for some reason. There's an unknown scroll. Okay, I'm interested. Is this random? This is all random, isn't it? So yeah, that's just a randomized scroll. We don't need that. We can just go ahead and look at all the scrolls that we want. There's Scroll of Thunderstorms. Okay, I'm gonna get some of these. So we can make it rain. We can make it clear. Will it be clear? It will indeed be clear. And, most importantly, we can make a thunderstorm. Getting mob heads is never easier with this scroll. Like, it's literally impossible to not get mob heads with the scroll. And also, like, some mods do like having enemies spawn in thunderstorms. That's really cool to have. Like I said, there's not a whole lot of scrolls that are actively good in this mod. Okay, let's do Scroll of Homeworld Bound. So like, if I have like a bed here, and I fly like all the way over here, is this just a magic mirror? I forgot this is my spawn point. Hold on. Huh. Okay. But yeah, it is definitely that. It's definitely just a magic mirror. It's... Okay, so it's literally just a portal. You have to walk into it in order to just get it to work. That's pretty interesting. So like, let's do one over here. Is it a portal that you have to walk into? Hold on. Let's try this one more time. So we activate it. I'm just standing here. Okay, never mind. You just stand there. It's not like insanely game breaking. Like you can still die when you do that, but it is pretty damn cool. Okay, what else? Scroll of Hoarding. Saw that already. Scroll of Converging. Okay, Displacement. Lethargy, I think is Hunger, right? Scroll of Berserk. Levitation. We have Levitation, we have Poison, we have Slowness, we have Strength. We have Acceleration, we have Invisibility, we have Protection. This gives me Resistance. Fire Protection, and then Protection. Sorry. So we have both. And then we have Regeneration, Purification. Purification, I want to see what that one is. And then Cleansing. Okay, let's check out Converging first. You fired at someone. Oh, okay, so you can teleport. So, is this an end pearl? Is it just you can teleport? Oh wait, you can just... It's a grouping thing, so you can group people together. You can. It is just a grouping thing. I like it, actually. Displacement. This one's also one that you have to fire. It seems like it's just a teleporting thing. Yeah, it just teleports people. Lethargy. Oh, it gives slowness, mining fatigue. The fire res is from me, and weakness. And it hit me all the way over here, so... Okay, I need to cleanse this, so let's try and cleanse it with the Scroll of Cleansing. Sure, why not? It does work like that. That is really cool. This is actually a pretty good replacement for milk. If it's easy to make, how easy is this to actually make? Scroll of Cleansing is literally 3 milk buckets and a radiant quill. That is a little bit hard to make than I thought, but like, isn't one going to just be enough? I'm gonna try it because I don't know if you actually need to have the full Scroll of Cleansing thing. Okay, I have the worst of the worst. So I have Scroll of Cleansing 1. So do I just... You can just make one. You can just make the first one. So wait, what if I have a lot of bad stuff on me? Okay, I have every single bad thing that I could have on me, and it gets rid of it all. Yeah, so you don't need the max level for cleansing. You only need level 1. Okay, what the hell is purification gonna be? Like, is purification also just another one of those like cleansing things, or... Purification is the same exact thing. So let's figure out how to make this one as well too. Purification requires an amethyst shard. So in my opinion, go for a scroll of cleansing. It's very cheap to make. In fact, let's go through some of these. So regeneration is gas tears, sweet berries, an arcane quill, which is actually kind of a lot. Like, gas tears are not easy to get, in my opinion. Scroll of protection seems to be just an armadillo scoot and iron. Scroll of fire res seems to be iron ingots, a magma cream, a fire quill scroll. Oh, wait, those are two different things. But yeah, you can see it right here. This actually seems pretty damn good. And honestly, I think I'd craft a lot of these. Invisibility is amethyst and a fermented spider eye. That's kind of hard. Acceleration is sugar and a rabbit's foot. Strength is rotten flesh and an iron ingot. This is also kind of easy to make, honestly, in my opinion. Poison cloud? I haven't tried poison cloud yet. I want to try that. Let's shoot over there. And look at that. That's so cool. Like, that is insane. All right, let's go look at the rest of these. Sorry, what? Ah, man. Okay. Seems like you're gonna need a lot of amethyst. Field levitation is feathers and phantom membrane. That's kind of not worth it, I'm not gonna lie. Resurgence seems to be mushroom stew and glistening melons. The berserk is actually pretty easy. I forgot what berserk does. Or actually, no, I haven't checked out berserk. Hold on. Let me see what this does. It gives you strength 3 and resistance 2. Wait, only 3 iron, 3 redstone, and a rotten flesh? That's so easy. Like, iron isn't hard to get. You get iron golems everywhere. And redstone is something you can trade for. Lethargy is spider eyes and rotten flesh. Displacement is slime balls and ender pearls. Converging is honeycombs, ender pearls. Hoarding seems to be an emerald, an ender pearl, and 2 lapis. Flame burst and flame blast seem to be a little bit harder to make, actually. You're gonna need a good source of gunpowder if you're gonna want to make fire blast. And flame burst isn't exactly the easiest thing to make either, so that is pretty balanced. Weaving webs is cobwebs. Flourishing is bones and mossy stone. Iron golem requires you to make an iron golem in order to get this. I don't think that's worth it. Same with snow golem. For slime, it's a slime block and sugar. For bones, it's 3 bones, a bow, and a skeleton skull. Wow, though these are harder to make. So yeah, in my opinion, the only ones that are worth making is Scroll of Cleansing. You only need 1 of these at a time, and you can stack these up to 64, by the way. The Scroll of Protection is also pretty damn good. The Scroll of Fire Protection is also good. And I believe fire protection is actually a little bit stronger, because I believe it's 10 minutes. Yeah, it's 10 minutes, so this is actually going to be stronger than making potions. So definitely get fire protection. Strength is insane, but in my opinion, you should go for berserk instead. It's only a little bit more pricey to make. Thinking about it, I believe that let's go over here. Back over to the guy that sells you all this stuff. So actually, the first thing that you get is the arcane quill, and it's the cheapest. So actively, this is the easiest thing to get. So you can make the strength before you can make anything else. But like, you also get resistance 2 as well too with the strength. Hold on, let me look at how much both strength and resistance are on their own. Strength is an arcane feather. Protection is armadillo scoot and more iron. So actually, this isn't bad. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't make levitation. It's not that much worth it. And resurgence is alright if you can get a good source of glistening melon. And also, this is rabbit stew, right? Yeah, rabbit stew. I don't exactly remember how to craft rabbit stew, but I don't remember it being an easy process. So, in my opinion, just skip out on the rabbit stew. Lethargy could be useful if you have an excess amount of spider eyes, but you can hit yourself with it. So, be careful. In my opinion, the strongest ones are Flame Blast and Flame Burst, but these are also the hardest ones to make. So if you can make them, then they're really good. But that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to leave a like, that'd be greatly appreciated, and be sure to subscribe. I will see you all next time. Goodbye!